Flosstube, welcome back to our channel. Keph is like, we're filming this because she had to bring Lincoln over so that Dave could watch him while she took. She's still working for 2 companies right now. And it's very hard. The one company knows she has the other job and everything.
Yeah.
But they don't have anybody to fulfill her position. And so she's working for them and then she's also doing her new job. And so she is on calls all the time. I mean, it's been 3.5 hours today. Haven't you?
It's been a lot.
So Dave was taking care of Lincoln. Then I came home.
No, it's been 4 hours on Zoom.
Oh, wow. On Zoom. Okay. All right. Okay. This is just, okay, so we're going to do
You
this.
wouldn't know it by my appearance, but I am literally freezing cold.
She's freezing in our house. I've got a, I don't know. Anyway,
It feels like I'm in the Arctic tundra.
we should have turned it on while you were down that's cold down in the basement. She was Zooming down in the basement. Anyway, you guys, we are here to tell you about our cross stitch this week. But before we do that,
You know there's always going to be a good story.
so we have to tell you why Keph, everybody wanted to know why Keph went to India. So we're going to tell you that story.
We are.
And why I would do such a foolish thing as a mother. Okay?
Yeah, shame
Because
on her.
Okay,
Here we go.
Before you know why she went to India, you have to know that she had traveled quite extensively before that, okay? She had been to Egypt.
Yep.
She had been to Israel
Yes.
with us.
And I flew home from Israel by myself.
And she flew home from Israel by herself.
And was interrogated by Israeli law enforcement at the airport.
Yeah.
Taken into a room.
Yeah, after she left us.
Yes.
After we put her through security. But anyway, and she... And had also
they were all freaked out that I came with Dave and Debbie and I left by myself.
By herself. That was very shaky to them. But then also she had traveled to Europe with us.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've been very lucky to travel.
We have been blessed. Okay. So it isn't like I'm sending this girl never having been in some unusual places.
Right.
I mean, Egypt is
unusual.
Okay, Jordan, when we were in Jordan, there was a weird experience at the border with her.
Freaky.
Yeah, these 2 guys were zooming in on Keph, and I was very aware of it. And anyway, so she's not done.
No.
Okay. So we have some terrible, hard things that happen in our family. My son died, her brother died, and Keph needed a change of scene.
I did.
She needed some.
I was in college, and I just didn't love my life at the time.
And she just needed to look at life in a new perspective.
Yes.
I'll let you take it away.
So I was like, well, both my brother that passed away and I loved India for some reason. Slumdog Millionaire had come out and we were just like become entranced with it. And so I was like, why would I not go to India?
Yeah.
Which is just psycho.
But had you heard about the...
And I feel like, I don't remember how I learned about Rising Star.
I can't remember how you... Well, wasn't it from young adults with the Rigby's?
Oh, maybe it was.
Yes. But anyway.
And it just felt like it all came into place. So it's a humanitarian nonprofit that is based out of Utah.
Yeah.
And some people in our neighborhood kind of were involved in it that we like vaguely knew. And so I really got in touch with them. And they're like, it's the best thing that you'll ever do in your whole life. You have to go. And I'm like, I tried to get people to go with me, but obviously no one wants to go.
Everybody was a little bit, and you had to pay a fair amount of money.
Yeah.
You were paying your own way over.
Totally. You pay your own way, and it's expensive. I mean, just the flights alone were like $1,600 or something.
And there was donations involved.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so it was not cheap.
Correct.
I mean, but it wasn't, anyway. Okay.
So.
Tell them what it was about.
Okay. So it's all about helping people in India who suffer with leprosy. And before that, I thought leprosy was like a dead disease.
like nobody had it anymore.
Nobody had it
They
anymore.
had it in the Bible. But
They had it in the Bible. Jesus helped the lepers. That's the end of the story.
Okay.
That is not true. There are still lots of people that have leprosy in the world, and most of them are in India. Somebody told me recently that there's a colony in Hawaii.
There is. There's an island. A little small island.
I didn't know
I
that.
want to say Molokai. No, that's not it. But it's it's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah.
why?
I don't. It's not now. I don't think. But there
Okay.
was. Okay. Many years ago.
So-
Because leprosy can be solved.
It's totally curable.
Yeah,
It's contractable. So
And we all knew that.
yeah. So I knew going in that I could probably get leprosy, which is totally fine because you take 2 pills and you're cured.
Right. It's an antibiotic.
It's totally not a big deal, but because they live in a third world country, they don't have access to anything. They can't cure it.
And they're probably so far
They're
down
so
the road.
far down the road that they live in such poverty and horrible times that like their feet are literally like rotting away and rats will start to eat them and they don't realize it and it's just terrible.
Yeah.
So they end up losing limbs and it's terrible.
Yeah. And so you're going to serve them.
So I'm going to serve them
And
then
their
their children. So if they have children, they are immediately cast aside and will never have a normal life. If you have leprosy, no one will ever talk to you again. So the Rising Star Outreach takes all of those children and teaches them school,
educates
gives them an amazing life, and then they go out and make sure that they're employed once it's from 0 to
high school.
Basically. Yeah. So obviously I didn't know any of that going into it. I learned all that there, but
we knew that was what.
But we knew that was what it was for.
Yeah.
And also you got to go see the Taj Mahal, which checked off a bucket list item. Okay. So anyway. So you have a group that is all going, right? And I know that I reached out to several people that I've never met, but I wanted to see what flights they were on because I'm like, surely we must have to have someone on my flight that's going to India. Well, everyone was taking the cheapest flight possible that had like 7 layovers, and I just didn't want to have 7 layovers, which I don't know why because I should have done that. But I ended up going by myself to India. And
we spoke to people about it.
Yeah, and everyone was like, it's fine.
Yeah, you'll
the
be fine.
hotel will bring you the car and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be totally fine. And so I went to India.
And we didn't know at the time that it had the largest, rape statistics.
It's like the rape capital of the world.
And
I went to Chennai, which is kind of on the lower part of India, in August, which is so horrible. It literally feels like you're just showering constantly.
You're just shedding.
It's so
humid.
hot.
Yeah.
And humid. So anyway, so I go there. I had a layover in Brussels, which I'm really sad I didn't get like a Belgian waffle.
I'm sorry.
And, that flight was normal. And then I get onto that next flight, and I was almost like the only white person on the flight.
Oh my gosh.
And I sit next to this guy, and he was going to pick up a bride that he had never met.
Yeah.
And she was going to come move to America, and
oh,
I just can't even fathom it, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was crazy. And he just wouldn't stop talking to me, and it was kind of got really uncomfortable during some times. And what do you do? There's nowhere you can go. It's not like you can be like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
For 3 hours.
For 5 hours. And so it was just awful. But that was a really interesting, that really kicked off the trip for me.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And Debbie had just walked into church, hadn't you?
I had just gone into church, and you.
And I'm like, I don't freaking care if it's $1,000 for me to call Debbie. I think I just texted you, didn't I? Or did I call you when I called you first?
Yes. And I was up at the church, and you're like, Mom, there are all of these men standing here.
It was so freaky, you guys. They had this it was kind of like an outdoor, indoor airport, if I remember correctly. And there was this fence, and there were 1 million guys just sitting there.
Kind of pushing in,
like hanging over the fence, just like staring at me.
Ugh.
And it was so freaky.
So then I get upset.
And I'm like sitting in baggage claim, and I'm like, I was sweating. Well, obviously it's in India, but I was like really sweating, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die today. And I was freaking out. I'm like, what was I doing?
And she's going to a Marriott. And they have someone that's coming to pick her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
So that person comes.
Well, no. So then I'm like getting my bags,
Oh, okay.
and the people, there's like this guy that's waiting, and he's like, "Are you taking a taxi? I'd love to go with you."
Oh, that's right.
I'm like, I'm not taking a taxi. Get out of my life. Fly. And they would just like follow me.
Yeah.
And like, it's just really creepy.
Yeah. When you think back now, it was really creepy.
At the time, I kept my composure.
Yes, you did. Oh, you did very much so.
Like, totally.
It's what you said to me when you texted me when you got in the car.
Yeah. So then I like get in the car, or someone was holding my thing, and they're like, "I'm here to drive you." I'm like, okay. And so then I like get in this car.
So then I'm not talking to her anymore, and she gets in this car and she texts me.
And I'm like, Mom, what if this person is gonna like drive me to sex slavery?
We don't even know where
Like,
he's.
how does he know that It was the freakiest thing
So
ever.
then that put me over the edge. Because how do I know he's taking her to the Marriott? You know, I mean, what were we thinking?
It's wild. But you know what?
He did.
He took me to the Marriott, and it was great.
And the whole experience was life-changing.
It was totally life-changing. Best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like, best weeks of my life.
Yeah.
I met the most amazing people.
Yeah.
Still friends with some of them.
Yeah.
Had the best experience ever.
Yeah. Really amazing.
And the people that had leprosy, you guys, they lived in like nothing. Cardboard. It was the saddest thing you'll ever see, and they were the happiest people I've ever met.
Yeah. It's a very interesting, it tells you.
I have a whole talk that I could give to you guys about it that I've given in multiple church services.
It's excellent.
And it's quite good if you ask me.
Because it teaches you.
I even use a Louis Vuitton ad in it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But it had a good like little poem thing. But big life-changing moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are all very blessed.
Yes.
We don't even realize it.
No. From day to day, just the little things.
Just the little things.
That's right.
I mean, being in a home.
Yeah. The people, the little leprosy people were so cute to you.
They were so, like, just sweet. They're just, like, grabbing it. They had little nubs, you know, and they would just, like, grab me by my cheeks and be so happy.
Yeah. She would wash their feet.
Yeah.
And wash their hands.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Take and wrap them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she would meet their children and help them with school.
And the cutest kids you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
and they all, it was like, we were like, oh, they all have lice, you know? And so I was like, oh, I'm going to get lice. Like,
But
we had to, like, wash our hair certain ways.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember going into, we went into, like, a mall. So one weekend, we all left, like, the craziness of it all and went to, like, the Taj Mahal and had, like, a really fancy time there. But I remember going into a mall and I had to pee so bad. And didn't even think in my head to check if there was toilet paper.
Oh, I heard
No toilet paper. It's just literally a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And I had already peed.
And they warned you about this.
Did they? I don't
swear
even
they did.
remember
Okay.
that.
Yeah, anyway.
And I freaking was just like, well, I guess we're just going to air dry.
See, these were growing experiences.
It was horrifying.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Good experience, though. I recommend you all do it.
Yeah.
And
But go as a group.
Go as a group. Go with a friend. But it really is awesome.
Yeah, it was very, very, very cool. So there you go. So
there's my India experience. Debbie and I were in contact the whole time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No. And then we thought we couldn't get her home. What happened? Remember? Some airline went down.
Okay, I was on Lufthansa. Did a volcano explode?
We had to reroute you, and you had to go the other way.
I went to I was gonna go to like Australia.
Around that way.
Yep, and then I got on like the last. I think it was a volcano.
And the lady there was like, I'm getting you home, honey.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
I ended up having to go to Germany. They didn't have any record of me getting on the plane from India to Germany.
Yeah.
And they're like, how are you standing here? And I'm like, I don't know, but you need to get me home. But I did really want a 24-hour layover. And at the time, I was working, and I was so scared to miss another day of work.
Oh.
But I should have just missed another day and had that extra long layover. I was like, I'm going to get fired. They're going to kill me.
Oh, gosh. Anyway.
It's the little things, you guys.
Yeah. So anyway, so it was a great experience. It was really good. It was a good thing to do, but
it
crazy.
Was.
And I did feel like a neglectful mother, but we made it through.
We made it through. If that's the worst you've done pretty well.
Honestly, it was very hard. But anyway.
That's the India story.
That's the India story.
Do you have any other updates?
No, I don't.
Lincoln is asleep downstairs. I'm shocked.
And it's been, we've had
east winds
last night up to, I think here at my house, it was 64, did Dave say?
Yeah.
64 miles an hour.
A tree's down over here.
A tree's down over one of our gate blew in, and one part of a
by
fence.
The pond?
Yes. Completely down.
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it was 2 nights worth of winds, and then it never stopped, okay? And then it snowed this morning. So it's been crazy. No wonder you're cold.
I'm freezing and exhausted.
So it's kind of been crazy that way, okay? I just found out about this book, you guys. It's called Are You Eating Candy Without Me? And it's hilarious. It's brand new, and it's all about what kids think that mom and dads do while they're at school.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
That's funny.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just really funny. Okay, it's time to talk. We've been thinking about this quite a bit with you. Every day it must be an adventure because we always have so much fun. So like, what do? Do all the rules apply when I'm not at home? Do you have to chew with your mouth closed and be kind to others? Do you tell other people what to do? It's about what mom and dads do while kids are away.
That's
it's really
funny.
cute. It's a brand new book. Are You Eating Candy Without Me? Okay, and it's a cute one. I can't wait to read it to the kids. Okay.
Love that, Mom.
Okay.
I'm just checking.
Okay. I got some stitching done, and I was excited to get some stitching done on my Halloween, okay? On my Judith Kirby, on my, let me turn this inside out so it's correct, on my Victorian number 9, house number 9, and house number, I believe it's 15. Let me get this one open. That is correct. 15 and 9, okay? You guys, I had just about finished. I had a few stitches on the tree of the first one. So let me show you what I finished and that I've moved over. So on house number 9 on this side, is he still asleep? Oh,
It was so sad.
oh honey, I'm so sorry. Lincoln, I'm sorry, honey. Should I just continue to?
Just continue.
Okay, because he probably wants to eat, Keph.
Yeah.
Okay, so on house number 9, you guys, the only thing I had left to finish were the leaves.
It looks so good.
The leaves in the tree, and then the leaves at the bottom of the tree.
I like it too.
Okay, so I finished those off, and then I came over here. Now I've started on to the next house.
Oh.
So the little kids, so now this is the gate of the next house. Okay, I'll come up close. But I've got started. See the gate right here, and then the house will come up over
In my head,
here.
I was like, how is that all gonna fit?
I know. So anyway, let me show you. I've started, I have to look though through here. I have started on this portion because really all of this from here over is done. But I've started on this, and then I'll go up, go over and finish the tree. Okay. And then, and then I've got to do all of the edge around here, but I'm getting there pretty good. You guys, it's kind of coming along. And there's I love the fabric. Okay. I just love the fabric. I think it's going to be really fun. So that side is complete besides the borders. Okay. And I love this. So I started working on that again. To get it finished, all right? And it's called you guys, the fabric is Dense Fog. It's a Jobelin hand dyed, and I believe it's a 28 count. I'm looking, I don't have my glasses on, but I'll bet you $100. It's 28 count. And it is white shelt, okay? Which shelt, white shelt, which shelt? Anyway, there it is. That's what so I'm gonna continue to work on that.
It's cute.
I just love it. I'd like to finish it. So anyway, I worked on that this week, all right? And then I worked on the Made to Create Sal with the Caterpillar cross stitch. And I got I thought I got more done than I did. But anyway, I finished the yarn ball.
You got a lot done.
Don't you think? Okay, on the scissors right here, there was a little part that needed to be finished. I finished that. This is a hoop, but it is going to form the letter R. See R right here. Yeah. And then I finished the ends of those guys, finished the ball of yarn, and now I've got to start on this. There's like a measuring tape down here, you guys, that goes forever. And then this is an R over here that I've started. So I worked on that. And then I've worked just haphazardly through my lunchtime, and I don't need to go up close for this one, on this, and I just need to sit down.
It's so cute.
On this darling egg. Okay,
I love it.
It is the You Crack Me Up by Little Stitch Girl, Jordan Nicole. And again, I love the colors.
I love the colors.
Okay, and I'm doing it on a 10 count. And I've almost got that top part of the egg, and then I'll do the bottom part in that purple also. So I'm getting there. But I would like to get that done. I just love, it's just fun to do this 10 count, these big ones. So anyway, I worked on that, okay? So those are the 3 things that I worked on this week. It seems like I've done stuff at night. What have I done? Oh, we went out to dinner one night.
You did.
Was there another thing we did? I don't.
Yes. Thomas's birthday.
Oh, my grandson turned 11, and so we were there on like Sunday night, and so I haven't had as much time. And I'm getting ready to do a big thing at my library, and so I've been working on that as well. The Wild Robot, I'm doing all next week, is a huge, all the kids in the school, it's called One Book, One School, and everybody has read pretty much The Wild Robot. And then we all we'll have questions at lunch that I have to write out on big paper so kids can answer it, and we'll give away prizes. And then I have kids bringing in robots that are so cool.
Really?
And one little boy today brought in a robot that moves.
Whoa.
It was very impressive. It's the first one that moves. So anyway, and then I'm having like a bookmark contest. They can draw something about this particular book. So I've been kind of busy with that. But
and then we're gonna, oh my gosh, my life is about to explode. Yeah,
so Catherine is still trying to work for both companies. She told the first company she would help them because they haven't replaced her, but and then Steven sometimes has to go into his work.
He normally doesn't, but the last 3 days he kind of has had to, so it's been chaotic.
It's been hard for her then to take calls.
But then next week is gonna just be
crazy too.
We're gonna have to film on Tuesday.
Okay, all right.
And then we might not be able to film the next week.
Okay, all right. So you guys, we do have a lot going on, but I got quite a bit done.
You did.
Yeah.
And we have a giveaway.
We have a giveaway. So Dear Kay,
K Stitching Corner.
This is a really cute one. This is a Jim Shore, and it is called Clarissa Cow.
Ooh.
If any of you follow the Food Nanny, you guys,
you need to follow the Food Nanny.
You need to follow.
What are you guys doing?
You're not living life on Instagram.
They don't have a YouTube.
She does cookbooks. She and her mother, But they have started.
They live here in Utah.
They live here in Utah. They live in Heber, but they sell this flour. A lot of you know about it. It's called kamut flour, and it's made with an ancient grain. And a lot of people who are gluten intolerant can eat this kamut flour, and it's changing people's lives. Nevertheless, they are big on having dinner with your family as many nights a week as you can. And so she talks about making dinner with your family. She's darling. She's so cute. And doing dinner every night. And she'll help you with, like, she has a food rotation of what you're going to make each evening. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is they started with some chickens. They live out in the country. They started with some chickens, and then they got a cow. And it's named Fanny. And the cow is just a milk cow. Okay.
Which is funny because apparently Fanny means something bad in the UK.
Yeah, but she is the most beautiful. She is a beautiful cow.
She is a beautiful cow.
She is a beautiful.
And the baby boy is so cute.
And just before she got there, she gave birth to a baby boy. She's now pregnant again with a girl. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So, and they wanted another girl. And so, Lizzie from the Food Nanny goes out. She and her husband milk this cow twice a day. They weren't milking it quite as much because Moose was eating all the milk. But anyway, she loves her cow, and it is amazing.
It is so cute.
You guys, it just cracks us up. She has a brother named David that comes over.
Honestly, there's a highlight on her Instagram page that says David, and if you need a laugh, it's the best thing you've ever seen.
If you just want something to lighten up your day, go watch that.
He's hilarious.
He is so great. It's her older brother.
They have so much energy.
Yeah, they do. They have so much energy. And Keph and
their voices are hilarious.
Their voices they yell at each other.
They do.
They do. People get mad at us.
I know.
They think we're yelling. No. These people yell. Anyway, she's a great cook. She has wonderful recipes. Go follow them. Our giveaway this week is Clarissa the cow instead of Fanny the cow.
It is.
And it's a beautiful Jim Shore Mill Hill kit that Kay from the Baby Lincoln that Kay so generously gave to us. Okay? All right. So guys, if you want to win this.
Yes. Tell us if you've ever seen a cow give birth.
No.
I have, and it scarred me for life.
I know. Or if you've ever thought about Dave thinks that we should have chickens, and I tell him,
oh my gosh,
no,
he's obsessed with it.
If any of you have ever contemplated having chickens or some sort of a farm animal in your yard, if not, just say, no, we've never contemplated having a farm animal, and we will understand.
Yeah, because we would never.
No,
But my husband desperately wants a cow.
And Dave wants chickens. And he said, oh, wouldn't it be fun for Lincoln to follow those chickens around?
You guys, he's learning to sit so good. This is like a new as of this week.
Yeah, he's sitting up.
He's being so good.
He's such a cute boy. Oh, I'm going to eat you, Mom. Oh, what did he get? Oh, he got.
How did I not even feel that?
I don't know. Did he get your back?
Oh, my back's right here.
Okay. All right. With that, if you would like to win this, just comment.
Comment about an animal.
It's honestly a darling. It's really cute. It's a great colors. You guys, thanks.
It has all of the thread. Did you say that?
Oh, no.
And beads.
It has all the threads, the beads. It is on perforated paper. You could change that if you want to, but it comes as a complete kit. Huh, Lincoln? It comes as a complete kit. Yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to get Mickey. Yes. Well, okay, you guys. Thank you for joining us. We were a little bit quick today,
yeah,
but we got all of our stuff in.
We did.
And we will see you again next week.
We